Hey everybody, Nick Hodge here, excited to tell you about the May issue of Foundational Profits. There are still many reasons to be bearish and many reasons to be cautious as it relates to the broader markets. This issue spends a bit of time going over those reasons. It starts out with an analysis of the debt ceiling, why this year is different than most years where there will just be a default or a de facto increasing of that a debt ceiling. This year, we could see an actual default rather than a default increase of the debt ceiling. And I show you why. We talk about things like credit default swaps and how they cost more now, and why the stock market could go down if the Congress and the president let this debt ceiling issue linger too long. We talk about the earnings that we're continuing to see from the first quarter of 2023 and how the earnings growth is still negative for many of the S&P companies and certainly for the majority of the NASDAQ 100 companies. And we talk a little bit about the yield curve and why recession is still ahead. But it's never all doom and gloom. We talk about what to do about that. There's an extended section here on why liquidity matters and how to provide that liquidity for yourself. We also take a look at commodities, particularly copper and oil, what they're saying about the broader macro economy and the direction it's heading. And then we have a nice section on gold, which has been performing beautifully of late and remains in a gold bull market. We talk about a recent recommendation I made in that space that's up 10% since we bought in April. And we rotate from one gold position that we're up 50% on since gold started going up last October into a new major miner. That's all in this issue of Foundational Profits. And then there's a brand new recommendation in the consumer staples space. That's a defensive sector traditionally, and it's one that's been actually going up of late when many sectors of the S&P are in negative territory. This is a recently trading company that owns some of the best known brands in the world. They have over 10 brands that generate $400 million of revenue a piece each year. And the stock just IPO'd. It's been the largest IPO since 2021. We start positioning in that consumer staples stock as a result of the analysis that you'll see in this May issue. And then, as I always do, I go through the portfolio, relevant news, updates, call-outs, and actions, things that are worthy of buying now, and companies that have had recent news or quarterly earnings reports. So it's a dense issue. It's over 3,000 words. There's plenty to act on as we head into summer here, and I hope you'll check it out by becoming a member of Foundational Profits by filling out the form below.